I had been single for 30 years. Every day, I relied on dropping diamond rings to find myself a wife. But one day, a little fool happened to pick it up. She stood in front of my car. At first, I thought she was fearless, but the moment I saw her, I was completely stunned. She handed me the ring. It turned out she just wanted to return it to me. When I realized her intelligence was like that of a 6 or 7-year-old child, I was about to say something, but was interrupted by my assistant. I learned that my stepmother was trying to arrange a woman for me again. So I coaxed and tricked the girl into coming home with me and asked my assistant to arrange a medical checkup for her the next day. The medical report came out. I found out she had suffered a severe head injury, and her current intelligence was similar to a 6 or 7-year-old child. I looked at the innocent girl at home and felt an indescribable emotion. I started to like her, and so our days passed in laughter. One morning, I walked into the room with my tie undone and asked the girl to help me tie it. We joked and played around, but as we went downstairs, we accidentally bumped into my stepmother. She pretended to be concerned about the girl, but used the girl's mental incapacity to humiliate her, forcing her to kneel just as I was about to stop her. To my surprise, the girl quickly knelt down without hesitation and shouted, "Wishing Grandma a safe journey!" My stepmother was furious. Her blood pressure skyrocketed. Just as she was about to leave, the girl suddenly shouted at her to give money. My stepmother, left in a rage, I watched this, and for the first time felt relieved. But my stepmother was furious. The scumbag, being a bastard son, didn't care at all. He received news that the heir to the company had mysteriously disappeared. Now, the company was being controlled by his fiancée and stepsister, and the scumbag had already reached a deal with them. Once they took over the project, he would publicly humiliate me at the celebration banquet. Meanwhile, news about the disappearance of the company's heir reached my ears. I learned that my stepmother was collaborating with her fiancé, and I began to plot. However, when I mentioned the fiancé's name, the girl suddenly experienced intense pain in her head. I was scared and immediately stopped. I checked on her condition, and when I saw her recover slightly, I felt relieved. I quickly sent a text to my assistant, giving the project to the scumbag, and silently waited for the right time that day. My stepmother used the excuse of the celebration banquet to forcefully take the girl away. She wanted to embarrass her and suppress my authority. At the banquet, when everyone saw the girl appear, they started whispering and mocking her with looks of amusement. My stepmother deliberately threw a large bone on the ground, trying to provoke the girl into picking it up and eating it. The girl agreed to do so, but instead, she handed the bone to my stepmother's mouth. My stepmother, wanting to continue humiliating her, was caught off guard when the girl immediately jumped on top of her and started hitting her with the bone. Everyone at the scene was frozen. No one dared to intervene. Seeing that the woman wasn't getting hurt, I sighed with relief. The girl noticed me and happily ran towards me. This gave my stepmother a chance to stand up furious. She came to argue with me, but I made it clear that I wouldn't let anyone insult the girl.